Hi everybody, welcome and happy Tuesday. Tori here under the spruce homestead. I've got my little guy. It's a hot day, guys. It's at the end of July. We just woke up from nap. I wasn't napping, but he was. So you can see I've got Mr. set up in the background while we plant potatoes. So my goal this year is to plant something every week. So this week it's going to be our bucket potatoes. Those bucket potatoes will be harvesting soon. It hasn't started dying yet, but they're looking really wilty. Kind of looks a little dead down here. But yeah, these guys are doing great. So, in the bottom of these buckets this time, I'm going to put a little bit of hay and some organic material just for some help with draining. And then I'll be putting a little bit of our G&B organic planting mix. It's what we had at the store because there is a shortage right now because there was a big explosion that happened. I just found out. I haven't been watching the news. So, hay, soil. We'll probably put one potato in there, one potato chopped up in there, and maybe 3 pieces of potato in there. We'll see. And then we'll see which one has the biggest yield or if they're all the same. I'm just doing a whole experiment on potatoes this year.
I'm pretty cold.
Are you pretty cold? You want to say hi?
Yes, hi.
Hi. Have you been having fun in the mist?
Yes.
Okay, what do you want to do, pretty cold? Okay, you want to get warm? Okay. Here we're building our compost pile, which has been way overdue. Guys, it's like horrible, but we've got this lumber from underneath our porch that we took down. We had a porch, and now we don't. We just have a concrete slab. So I started videoing earlier this week about us planting potatoes. I'm going to walk over here while he's hitting the hammer. And of course I didn't get to plant the potatoes on the days I wanted, and when I did plant the potato, it was with me and Jonathan and Theron, and we just did it, and I didn't have the phone on me or anything. So here's our 3 buckets. We put 1 potato in one, we halved a potato, and then we put 2 potatoes. And then whenever I see new growth coming, I'm just going to come out and put more soil right on top. Keep them all nice and watered. These are our current potatoes. Man, and they have a certain smell too. I'm over here watering my cabbage and my cabbages. And gosh, these smells. Like I think other things like it. Yeah, I'm on your phone. I'm going to shoot this video all week, and guess what day it is? It's Friday, and it's just now finishing. So, guys, I found out I did my hay bale gardens, which is actually straw bale, but people just call it hay, so I've been calling it hay too. Just so you know, it's straw. So, you're supposed to condition your straw for 12 days before you plant anything in it. Well, that's not the case. That happened to these bales right there behind me, and then this bale in front of me. So I got so dang excited, guys. I just got the bale and put stuff on it and started going to town. So the guy says that it might just be low on nitrogen and might not produce like I want it to. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with those guys over there. If they make it, they make it. If they don't, they don't. I'm going to be adding a fish fertilizer. Either right now I'm doing it every other day just to see what happens. You're only supposed to do it once every other 2 weeks. But I thought if it needed nitrogen, but I don't also want to over nitrogen it. So yeah, guys, you know, learning. If anybody has any suggestions too. But so this one I did carrots on this end, beets in the middle, and radishes over here. And these are some radishes I got from Baker Creek that are pink and purple. And look at these guys are already popping up and having fun. Say they came to the party. And you know what? I had all the packets in order and meant to write them down. Oh, I did. Gosh, I just found my planning book, so I haven't written anything down in it in a couple months, so I'm trying to be better about it. Look at the peppers. I planted the peppers too close, but, you know, the steps we'll learn next year. I'm going to try to overwinter my peppers because I just found out about that. I'm going to take you over to the other straw bale. Let's see what's happening over here. So stuff is sprouting. This cheaper hay bales, straw bales that were from a local. So as you can see, the main purpose of this is to not weed. And all that green stuff sprouting right up. You know, so there's something in there that they like. But it's like little seeds. I can pull one up. Oh yeah, it's right here on top. Anyway, so I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's barley, if it's wheat, if it's... I could let a couple go and figure out. Maybe barley. That'd be cool. So yeah, cucumbers in the back. And he did say that the leaves would kind of turn a little yellow, which I've had some do. And this one's kind of curling up and doing something weird. So yeah, guys, we'll just keep this garden. My squash garden's also overcrowded, so yesterday I got in there and took out a lot of the leaves. Sorry, I got a runny nose this morning. I'm sniffling. I just don't want it to be like running face as I'm talking, and I don't know. So these leaves kind of looked like they were getting some speckled, like, I don't know if that's mildew or that mold or whatever it's called for squash plants. So I took a lot of them off, and I'm keeping an eye on the ones that still have some on it. But yeah, guys, overcrowded. There should only be one plant in there. This one has 3. It's because when you get them as little babies, they don't tell you to separate. You just pop them in there. So separate your plants. Learning lessons. There's my calendula hanging out over there. Beautiful poppies in the morning. Oh, guys, this one just opened. It's not even... Well, good morning. Good morning, Poppy. You're beautiful. Tried to grow lettuce in the middle, but as you can see, we got so bushed out, I couldn't even get in there to get the lettuce. So again, if I'm going to do this next year, I'm just going to have 1 to 2 squashes on here with some flowers. I should have had a bigger bed to begin with, but I do want a bigger squash bed. We've already picked 2 or 3 good ones off this one. I lost the tag to this squash, so if anybody knows what that is, it's a winter one, because I have spaghetti over there that hasn't started growing, an acorn right here that's going up, but I have no idea what this one is. I just know it's a winter squash. Okay, so we're gonna go check on the potatoes and then the chickens. So chicken talk. First time to raise chickens by myself. The family's helping. But my ladies are 22 weeks, I think, and they're just now... Sorry, somebody gave me some starts the other day and make sure they lived, so I got distracted by looking at this guy. It's a black currant and an elderberry. They're looking pretty good. So here's our potatoes. Nice and wet. Might add just a little bit of soil today. Maybe. Hi, Moki. That's why you're mad, right? Okay. So distraction. Back to the chickens. So one has been laying consistently. None of the other ones have. They've been short on water because I had to move their water tank out because we got chickens, little babies. And the little babies needed water. Good morning, little babies. Good morning, hens. So for 2 mornings in a row, I walked in here and there was one morning, there was 1 egg that was eaten on the ground. The second morning, there was 2 eggs. And I knew that only one of my Americanas, which is blue, was laying eggs. So that means maybe the second one was starting to lay eggs. Then I was like, why is she laying them on the floor? Why are they eating them? And they were like, well, maybe water. So I fixed their water. And then I just come in here in the mornings and make sure. Guys, I am horrible with this thing. I just turn stuff around for you. Hi, good morning. Okay. Looks like we just got poop right now, which is good. Are you going to be laying an egg? Hi, Missy. Good morning. I just want to make sure. Because once they taste eggs, it's like they want to keep eating the eggs. So it's like I don't want them to hunt for eggs. I'm just making sure their behavior is right. Missy, you gonna lay an egg in there? I'll come check on you later. She laid a brown egg 2 days ago, but did not lay an egg yesterday. So she might be laying an egg right now. Saying, good morning to all the ladies. Get out of my thing. Let me lay my egg. Okay, so chickens. We had Chip, Dale, Squash, and Rutabaga. We had 2 Ancanas. Ancana, how do you ever say it? But they're the white and black speckled. You see that one right there? So if you can see, you can barely see, we have new Chip. New Chip's all white. So, when you get chickens, it is recommended, baby chicks, that they barely be handled the first 12 to 24 hours. These chickens are Theron's. Theron is 3-year-old. I knew that they did not need to be handled that roughly. But as we all get very excited about little animals sometimes, I don't know. I was letting him just barely hold them, but then he decided, it's morning here, good morning. And why is that crow crowing at me? Okay. Mommy was locked in the back. Yeah, locked in the back. What are you doing? I was outside filming. Okay, it's morning. Don't judge, guys. Time for me to do a little morning routine, and you get to watch this Hello Ninja. I get my coffee. So, yeah. I forgot what I was talking about because it's really sad. So, first Chip got a little lethargic. I think he got mishandled by Theron. Theron was trying to help me move the chickens from one little box to their big box. I told him that we were going to move the whole chicken box together, and he was so excited about his chickens that he was just picking them up and bringing them to me out in the barn. So Chip was the first one that he grabbed, and I noticed the first day that Chip was a little lethargic and not really responsive, sleeping a lot, kind of a little heavy breathing. So I was like, he just needs to get over it. So we just left him alone. Second day, he was doing great, guys. He was up, he was running around with all the other little chickens, but he had poop all over him from the ride home the day before. So I was like, oh, he's all chirpy, and I need to get this poop off of him. And I'd already been washing one chicken because she had that butt thing that's going on. Just give me a second and I'll think of pasting up. So little ones, you have to check their butts every day, and if their poop's not coming off, you have to help wash them off. If not, it gets all clogged. So I had one that was pasty butting, and so I was already washing her, and she was doing great. So I was like, oh, this other little guy's got poop all over him, so let me just give him a quick little wash. And then I bring him in to show him to my husband, and he panics in my hand. I don't know what happens. He's trying to get out of my hands. He runs up my arm and he falls off. And he hits a stool in our bedroom really, really hard. So I scoop him up really fast. I bring him back outside and I just let him alone because I'm like, he's probably shocked again. And then I go and check on him in a couple hours and he's not doing good at all. He's breathing heavy. It's going to be hard. I can't talk about it. Anyways, little guy did not make it. We buried him underneath one of the plants that I just bought. It was all while Theron was sleeping, so he didn't have to see any of it. It was all my fault, and I feel really horrible. So if you think about owning chickens, just realize to be very, very careful with them. They might not make it. So I told Theron the next day what happened, and that Mommy probably mishandled him, and that's what caused him to go. And do you want just 3 chickens, or do you want to have 4 chickens? And he was like, I want 4 chickens. So we went and picked out another chicken. We picked one that we didn't have, another breed, so it's all white one. I have no idea what it is because it's a rainbow mix, and that just means they throw all these random pullets in a bin, and you just pick what color you want. So we got an all white one because we do not have that yet. We have the 2 black astrolopes, we have 2 brown Americanas, we have 1 Ancona, and we have the 2 blue Marins. And so now we're going to add this one, which might be like a white, what are those, foghorn leghorns? Maybe I'm saying it right, maybe I'm not. I'm going to embarrass myself. So anyways, I had to think long and hard before my next decision about getting any more animals because it was really rough what I did. And I feel very guilty. But it's also important to share and to let people know what happens, especially if you want to own animals. All right. Everybody have a great day.